I'm sitting outside on my porch, digging in dirt with the sun warming my hair. Most people would say that it's hot outside, but to me, the weather is perfect to be outside working with my hands. About 80 days ago, I buried these oblong shapes in the ground, and for the past few months, I've been monitoring their growth and environment, making sure that they don't rot, but also making sure that the soil doesn't dry out. I've been giving them the right amounts of nutrients and sunlight, and I've fought off pests that have attempted to make their home here. Finally, my hands hit something harder in the soil, and I grasp what I found and I pull it out of the ground. That's right, this is it. The thing we've all been waiting for, or at least what I've been waiting for, a potato. This is one of the many ways I work with nature in my daily life. Spending time in nature is a great way to improve your mental health, whether you experience a mental illness or not. Today, I will be discussing the physical, psychological, developmental, and social benefits of interacting with nature, all of which are important factors to an individual's mental health. Your physical health includes hormones that affect your psychological health and genes that can affect your developmental health. Your psychological health and knowledge can also impact your social health. Every aspect of your health is connected, and finding things that you enjoy but that also benefit your health is a key part of developing a healthy lifestyle. So, how does everybody feel today? Good? How about yesterday or the day before? I'm willing to bet that even if it wasn't today or even within the past week, you've struggled with something in the past. I know this because I know that we all have hard days. But for some of us, these hard days are so continuous that we start to identify with our struggle instead of with ourselves. In fact, 970 million people in the world struggle with mental illness. Now, how many other people do you think struggle with symptoms that aren't quite a full-blown disorder, but that still disrupt their daily life? Think about that. Since there are so many people struggling, it's very likely that you yourself will experience a mental illness sometime in your life. And even if you don't, it's extremely unlikely, practically impossible, that you will never know anybody with a mental health disorder. Because of this, it's great to know healthy coping mechanisms that can benefit people who are struggling, whether you use them to help yourself or to help a friend. So let's start with my first point, the physical benefits of interacting with nature. Activities in gyms like playing basketball, weightlifting, and walking are great hobbies that improve physical health, but exercising in the same indoor space every day is likely to eventually get boring, and it honestly just isn't the best way to maximize your health. Many outdoor activities have innumerable physical benefits. Participating in outdoor activities such as hiking, biking, and fishing are great ways to help yourself become more physically healthy. The 2017 to 2020 National Health and Nutrition Examination Survey reported that in the United States, an estimated 41.9% of adults experience obesity, compared to 13% of adults across the world. This is a number that has been on the rise for decades, and it drastically impacts the physical and mental health of individuals. There isn't a set amount of outdoor activity that you need to participate in to benefit your health. Whether you take a few walks a week, a daily bike ride, or sign up for monthly marathons, you are improving your cardiovascular, muscular, and respiratory health. Because there are so many ways to be active outdoors, it's easy to personalize your activity to your individual fitness level. These physical benefits tie into your mental health because a key part of being psychologically healthy is being physically healthy. Doing these activities have benefits themselves, but paired with being outside, they're even more beneficial. Being outdoors and in the sun naturally increases serotonin levels, which can effectively reduce symptoms of anxiety and depression. This can benefit you even if you don't struggle with your mental health, but for people struggling from mental health disorders, it can be incredibly beneficial. Personally, after exercising or spending some time outdoors, I'm in a better mood, as anyone who works out or takes walks is sure to understand. So, in addition to all of these benefits, there are also ways nature can improve your psychological health, including stress reduction and the structuring of healthy routines. Health Direct Australia explains that cortisol is a key hormone involved in stress and the impacts it can have. Your body naturally produces it, and it effectively activates your fight or flight response by raising your heart rate and blood pressure. Though this can be good when we're in a life-threatening situation, it isn't healthy for us to have this flight or fight response constantly activated. A good way to deactivate this response is by consciously working to lower our cortisol levels. Being in nature has been found to lower cortisol levels and relax muscle tension, effectively relieving stress. A study done by Harvard Medical School, which measured levels of cortisol in the body, monitored individuals over an 8-week period, during which these people spent at least 10 minutes 3 days a week in an outdoor environment where they could connect with nature. The results of this study showed the largest reduction of cortisol levels in people who spent 20 to 30 minutes outside connecting with nature 3 days a week. This reduction of cortisol is what is physically linked to lower stress levels, which affects how we think and act every day. Another psychological benefit of connecting with nature is the structuring of healthy routines, which people can do through owning a plant. When you feel compelled to check up on your plant every day, you also are compelled to actively improve your own health at the same time. Stress reduction and structuring healthy routines can be very beneficial in reducing symptoms for people who experience anxiety disorders or depressive disorders, effectively helping them recover. Activities such as taking care of plants can be very psychologically beneficial due to the therapeutic and calming environment it can provide. In fact, according to the Texas A&M Forest Service, taking care of a plant can improve your compassion for others, effectively benefiting both your emotional health and the well-being of your relationships with others. The benefits I've discussed so far can help anyone, no matter where they are in their development. Whether you're a high schooler with stress of the ACT or upcoming college applications, or if you're older and have some stress surrounding your family or your career, you can receive these physical and cognitive benefits. There are also benefits to being in nature that particularly appeal to children. Experiencing nature helps children when they are learning about the world around them and their individual capabilities. As children, when we are exposed to more sights, textures, smells, and sounds, especially ones that we haven't experienced before, we naturally ask questions about them to people who are more knowledgeable than ourselves. When we experience sensations and ask questions about them, we are learning more about the world around us. Furthermore, when children ask adults about the world, they are improving their speech and vocabulary skills by talking and learning new words. In addition to learning about the world around them, when children have more time outdoors, it helps them to learn more about themselves and their physical capabilities. According to Miracle Recreation, playing outside helps children develop fine and gross motor skills and teaches them about balance and coordination. It can also teach them more about what they enjoy doing and lead to the formation of healthy hobbies and habits. Lots of these benefits can be taken into account outside of school by parents and caretakers, but nature can also benefit children when applied to their schooling. Evidence shows that teaching outdoors in nature can be more beneficial than in a classroom. According to a research summary on outdoor education done by the University of Wisconsin-Stevens Point, outdoor education can result in an improved student performance. This improved performance can be seen through increases in standardized test scores, improvements in attendance and behavior, and better classroom engagement. When children are given a chance to go outside, they show enthusiasm for the activities they're engaging in. And as most teachers know, enthusiasm is a key part in learning. Additionally, when children are taught outdoors, they benefit in regards to their independence, confidence, creativity, and many more aspects of their mental health. There is currently a study being proposed in Canada that is meant to scientifically determine more exact results of teaching in nature, but there is clear evidence that it is beneficial and should be implemented into our education system. So far, I've talked a lot about benefits to individuals that spending in nature can have. There are also social benefits to spending time in nature. While being individually healthy is important, it's also important to engage with others in our community for both personal and communal goals. There are many ways that nature and gardening can connect us to our communities, and this can benefit children, students, adults, and senior citizens. It's very common for senior adults who live alone to spend a lot of time indoors, which can lead them to become bored and, in extreme cases, lonely. Community gardens are a great way for senior citizens to get out of the house and socialize with friends. This can help improve both their physical and mental health, since they are being physically active while simultaneously engaging socially, possibly even building new relationships. In addition to this, lots of teenagers and emerging adults with high anxiety have trouble making friends. High school and college horticulture clubs can bring together individuals with similar interests, which can lead to the development of healthy bonding. Spending time with other people and building healthy relationships is a key part in mental health. Having people you can go to for support and to talk to with about daily worries can drastically help when negative things happen in your life. So today, I discussed the physical, psychological, social, and developmental benefits of nature. All of these benefits contribute to being mentally healthy for people with and without mental disorders. Knowing more about how you can help yourself and others be mentally healthy is the first step in creating a healthier world, which we are all responsible for. I know a lot of you might be thinking, this girl is getting excited over a potato? Crazy. But for me, this is the result of hours of work spent almost every day for weeks of the week for months. These hours spent outside is something that I prioritize because I've found that it makes me feel good. If we let ourselves spend a little more time giving ourselves a break to breathe and relax, to do things simply because of how they make us feel, many of us would be a lot happier than we are and much more satisfied with our lives. Thank you.